the most popular breakfast dishes something you may just flip over?
I wonder what you mean by that. You can stack them high, add a little fruit, syrup, whipped cream. Hey, we're talking pancakes.
That's right. So we had to bring in the expert to the CI kitchen, Tony Pomonis, owner of Mary Ann's Diner here in Central Illinois. So what is it, Tony, about pancakes that people just want to flip over?
I think it's just fun. You know, kids love them, and everyone can relate to the love of pancakes, whether you're topping them with something or cooking something into them like chocolate or fruit, bananas, blueberries. Everyone can relate to their own personal story of pancakes and what they love and what they want.
So what's your personal definition of a good pancake? It has to have these qualities.
Well, it's got to have consistency, it's got to have the right color, and then, of course, the right toppings. So.
Okay.
Okay, so you've brought some examples of toppings from sweet to fruity.
Yes, and here at Mary Ann's Diner, we've got 4 stores here, 3 locally, 1 at ISU, and you can get bananas, strawberries, blueberries. If you wanted to, you could go sort of outside the box and get some M&Ms under our
I've never
county
seen
counter.
that, yeah.
And then we could put those in the pancakes, just a little secret there.
Wait, so what is the most popular type of pancake that you sell?
Banana pancakes, by far and away. We're going through about 40 pounds of bananas at each of our locations.
Wow.
So that's a lot of pancakes.
That is a lot.
Okay, so you've got your batter. I'm going to guess this is a secret recipe.
Yes.
But what is the one key ingredient that all pancakes need to have in them?
It's got to have buttermilk, because you need that texture, you need that sort of tanginess to the cake, and then also, of course, flour to make sure that it rises correctly. There's a whole bunch of little things that we throw into them that are kind of trade secrets. But the main important thing is when you're cooking the pancake, you don't overcook it. So you've got to make sure that you know when to flip it. And
so how do we know?
Yeah.
That's
so
the hard part.
You'll see these bubbles that are rising at the top.
Okay.
And when those stop and it's got sort of a firmament to it, so it's a little solid on top, that's when you know it's time. And if you want to put something in there, be it blueberries, M&Ms, whatever, and I'll let you guys decide. You can fight over that.
Do we need to do it now?
No, you've got a few more seconds
Oh,
here.
okay.
But you just drizzle them on there, and then we'll wait a few more seconds, and we'll flip it, and then, of course, a minute later, we'll be ready to eat.
Well, I mean, I really want to try the M&Ms because I've never had that in a pancake.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, though, Tony, my experience with pancakes, the first one is always a disaster.
No.
Always.
I mean, what we tend to do when I brought in my equipment here in the studio, I did a tester, and believe it or not, it's not that difficult.
Did you put anything in the pan, or is this a nonstick pan?
This is a nonstick, so we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Well, Tony, we also, I mean, you said this not on air, but I need to bring up your comments.
Yes.
You came out pretty strongly against pancake mixes. Do you want to address that on air?
Somewhat. I mean, we have our own secret recipe. So, you can go out and go to the store and get your whatever that brand may be, but nothing quite compares to the homemade recipe of doing things by hand. Typically, when you invest that time, it's going to taste better.
I'm glad you stand by your off-air comments.
Yes.
I thought I had you there.
So I'm not going to name names, but we have a cohort here at the station who claims that Mary Ann's Diner is the best place to go for after an evening of going out.
We're known for that, for being open 24/7 at all of our locations. I can't comment on that these days. I've got
really?
2 young kids at home and a beautiful wife, and but we are known for being very busy late at night.
Yeah, and is pancakes probably top of the line there?
That's one
Choice?
of them. But to be honest with you, we're very kid friendly, so a lot of people bring their families and kids, and we'll call them cartoon cakes that we sometimes make for the little ones when they come in and request them. So we like to give the people what they want, and we like to think that we have sort of a special formula, lightning in a bottle, when we've got our brand and our location. So we aim to deliver.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to add our M&Ms here in a little bit, and then we're going to check back in on how these are going to turn out a little bit later.
Perfect.
Cool?
Perfect.
All right. In the meantime, if you want to get connected to Mary Ann's Diner, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv. Well, it is the